going to be a look of this. Stay tuned. We are going to be doing a really nice glam. Now, fun fact, not even a fun fact because it's a sad fact, I have been in like the worst makeup creative rut. I don't know why. It's just been very difficult to pinpoint exactly what I want to do creatively. Every time I try to start something, I'm like, I don't feel like it. So today, I told myself, get to it. Like, just get up and do it. A lot of time, I like to be stuck in my head. And again, a lot goes on up here. So when you get stuck in your head, it's very easy to get so overwhelmed to the point where it tires you out and it makes you immobilized. It makes you feel paralyzed. It makes you feel like I don't even know where to, like, I don't know where to start. Like, I'm frozen. Today I'm snapping myself out of it, and the best way for me personally to snap myself out of it is to just do it. Literally, like, don't even think about it. So that's why I say today we're doing a glam, because I'm flowing with it. I do have a very pretty dress that I designed, and I'm gonna be doing some makeup based off of that. So you guys can't fully see, but this is a dress that I designed almost, I want to say, maybe it's been 2 years now. And it has a really deep V in the back, something nice on the booty, and some glam at the top. And I designed this dress for a moment in my life after the car accident, and I wanted to make a collection based off of the metamorphosis that came around that time. There was a lot of growth, a lot of pain, a lot of shedding of layers. So I designed a dress that was inspired by metamorphosis. This is actually one of the dresses that I call like my caterpillar dress. As you can see, it's quite literal in the sense that the texture is like a caterpillar. It's like striped. So I call it my caterpillar dress, and this is supposed to be my little caterpillar, and she's also on the bus. So that was a really difficult moment in my life. I had an opportunity to put my work in a gallery, and I had no idea exactly what to make, so I ended up pulling from the real source of what I was going through at that time, which was still recovering from an accident. And there's so much that happens after a car accident, mentally, physically. It's a whole process that I went through. And then also, like, there was this idea that a lot of people, and even myself, I was like, oh, like, you know, usually after something like that, it'll push you to want to create. It'll motivate you to want to create from that experience, because a lot of artists develop art from experience, from pain, from happiness, like from whatever. And I actually wasn't able to create. I literally wasn't able to create because of the injury. But then I also went through just a spout of mental things that I just wasn't really interested in creativity. When I finally was presented the opportunity, it pushed me right back into creative mode, and I was able to create something from that. And I'm very proud of it, and I got to showcase it with some beautiful models. I also presented with my boyfriend Justin, because he has some of his own work that he was also asked to present at the gallery. And yeah, it was a really cool experience. But today I'm going back because I want to shoot it on myself, and I wanted to do a fire makeup look to go with it. Stay tuned, keep watching. The first thing I'm going in with is the Juvias palette Eye Sculpt Eye Shade, and I actually just got this. I love Juvia's place. Their stuff is so amazing. It's so pigmented. One thing about me is I love color, and I like when things pop up. I hate when I get a product and it's like not pigmented. It just is not showing the color the way it needs to. So I find that Juvia's place is perfect for that. I'm very big on using powder for eyebrows. I don't really use eyebrow pencils because I have a super heavy hand, and a lot of time when I use my eyebrow pencils, they always break on me. So powder is my friend, and we are going to test her out today. Just brushing the brow. I've been wanting to go super light with my eyebrows for my looks lately because it just gives a different effect. So I'm going to do that today. I'm really not going to fill in too much. Just really the ends. And I'm using light little strokes at the end. And then I'll add a little bit in the front. And then I'm going to brush it out. So these are my brows. I really like the palette because it's very pigmented. So yeah, she's showing up all right. I do have a little gap here, so when I'm concealing, I might go back in and fix that, but This is how she looks, just powder. Now I'm going with my Mercier Pure Canvas Primer. I honestly love this primer because it keeps your matte looks non-cakey while still having your skin hydrated. So we're going in with my P. Louise base, and this is one of my favorite bases. I use this one all the time. I do 2 layers just to ensure that the color pops up. We want our colors to be vibrant. And now that I look like a ghost, per usual, I'm going with my Olori 3 Juvias Place palette, because listen, we're gonna be Juvia down today. I have never tried this palette, but I already know that it's about to be pigmented. I'm already expecting it. I'm going in with this shade because I think it's gonna be a nice transition shade, and I'm just gonna apply at the top of my brow bone. Oh, that's pretty. Like, look how pretty that is. Also gonna pack some of this pink from this palette onto the brow bone and blend it in there as well, because I want it to be a little bit peachy too. And I'm going to incorporate here as well. So now I'm going to go in with my Zulu by Juvia's Place palette. I'm going to go in with this brown because it's kind of a nice transition shade, it looks like. And I'm going to focus on the inner corner because that's where we want to bring the drama today. Oh, this is really pretty. It's kind of like an orangey brown, as you can kind of see on the other eye, which is perfect because that's great for transition. And I really like Juvia's Place because the initial pack on is really good, but if you want it to be even more pigmented, you just add more. And I try not to really brush in when I want to pack something on because that's not going to really give you the effect that you're looking for. Like when you want something to be super pigmented, you just dab literally the color on, and then you'll go in and lightly start brushing things out to blend it. I'm going back in with my Olori I'm going back in with my Olori palette. I'm gonna use this brown here. It kind of looks burgundy, so we're gonna see what it comes up like. On this eye, it does look brown. I can't really tell if it's a lighting, but because I have like warm lights on right now. I do like how it came out on this eye. I think that I'm not mad at it. So again, packing because we want the drama. Yeah. This palette is really giving so far. Like, great for neutral tone type of looks already, but also warm. There's a pop of color. That way, when you feel like it, you can have your pop of color. So here I went back in with my Olori 3 palette because I wanted to pack on some of that neutral shade. So now I'm just gonna go in with my concealer and do a cut crease. So now I am just going in with the Fula by Juvia's Place, this palette. And I'm going to go in with this nice brown color. And I'm going to just pat it in my cut crease. I'm not sure yet if I want to do it completely matte or if I want it to be a little razzle dazzle right here. So now I'm going in with my Juvia's Place, the Warrior palette. This palette is used and abused because she is my holy grail, and I just use this for everything. Like, this palette is excellent if you're a neutral girly, and even if you're someone who is like, I want to have something that is extra but not like colorful. Here she is. Perfect. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to smoke the eye out. I'm going to do the waterline smoked as well. And we're going to focus mostly on the eyeliner and the waterline when it comes to smoking. But I think I'm going to add a dark brown in here just to give it more. And we are going to keep this light because we want this effect that it's just focused mainly here. And then with that smoke, you guys will see it's just gonna come together. Don't mind my dog because she's seeing somebody outside right now and she wants to talk about it. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with my dark brown And I am going to put that in the inner.
Now there is some slight creasing going on in my eyelid, but don't worry, we're gonna fix it. Oddly enough, the Fula palette's nude did not stay adhered to the eyeshadow base that I had for some reason. I don't know if it's because it's new, but I did go back in with one of the nudes from the Warrior palette instead.
I think I do want a little something right in that midpoint. I'm gonna go with my Warriors palette and I'm gonna wet my flat brush. And I'm gonna take this color and just pat lightly in that midpoint. So now for the fun part, I am going to start to smoke my eye out with some black eyeshadow. I'm gonna go in as if I'm doing my regular eyeliner. And then I'm gonna just start to build it and smoke it out by brushing it. And I actually might pack a little bit of brown in this, but this is where I usually pause because it just transitions better when I apply my foundation and then go back and finish the under eye and my wing. So I'm gonna apply my foundation, then we'll get back to the eye. So today I'm gonna be using my Covergirl Outlast Extreme Wear light airbrush foundation. I just got this because another makeup guru who I follow, she is amazing and I've been following her for some years, recommended getting this, and I had got this for the summer. She was saying that it was really good for like if you sweat a lot or if you have a night out and you need to make sure your makeup lasts, like if you're someone who, you know, really wants it to last because you sweat or you have oily skin, this is a perfect alternative. I'm not gonna sweat a lot today, but I just want to see how it wears on me. But I actually will keep it on for the remainder of the day. She blends beautifully, my goodness. She's a little bit darker on me, but it's okay because we're going to do a nice extra highlight today for the drama.
So now I'm going in under the under eye, and I'm very big on focusing on the under eye too. Like a lot of people forget about the under eye in makeup, especially beginners, because they're like, what does it really matter? But your under eye matters because even when you keep it simple, it still adds to the effect of the overall vision that you're trying to bring to life. And honestly, when I first started doing makeup, under eye is something that I would do on a normal day. I would tell a story with just doing under eye makeup because I didn't feel like doing a full eyeshadow going to school. So I just add a little color underneath and then put like a little shimmer, and it was a look. But I just went in with my LA Girl Pro Concealer, and for this look, I wanted to do everything just extra. So I wanted a really intense highlight and contour. I wanted an intense blush, intense eyes. I just wanted everything to be very intense and sultry. And that's the irony of this look. It's literally a soft glam, but an intense soft glam. A lot of the time when you're doing photo shoots, you want your makeup to show up on camera. So sometimes you have to be a lot more extra than you normally would be with regular makeup. Again, since we're doing a photo shoot today, that's really what I wanted to accomplish here for photo purposes, but also just in general, because it's fun to indulge in that extraness, in that just cut the crease real hard, do your contour real hard, do your highlight real hard, but at the same time do it in a way where it's still soft. And we want her to be blended. So when I say hard, I don't mean like harsh and unblended. I mean like pack it on. Don't be afraid to pack that color on, to pack that powder on, to really accentuate your contour lines.
This palette, guys, the holy grail. I've used it a couple of times now, and I like to layer this because they have a light shade of pink and then they have a dark shade of pink, and I like to layer the light first and kind of go on the cheeks because I like a heavy blush. Like, I love that look, but then I go in with that darker shade and I pack it on. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. And I even use it as a contour.
So after baking, I did go in with the Outlast Extreme Wear Pressed Powder under the eye. And as you're gonna see in the next slide, I am going to be cutting my contour with it as well. But as always, I always contour with my Turn Up the Base Versatile Powder Foundation. It's my holy grail for everything I do.
Okay, so to be quite honest, I think this powder is a little bit too light for me. I'm feeling a little ghostly, but I know that once it sets, it'll start to probably blend a little bit better and just kind of seep in right and start to, I don't know, I just feel very something is here. But we're gonna work it out and we're just gonna make it look cute and Vanessa. But this is the finished eye. And I am gonna do a super nude lip because, again, dramatic eye, you always want to go in with a nude lip because you don't want too much to clash.
So like I said, I went in with my one size powder around the lip, and I usually just go in with a concealer that's very light, almost white, and then I put a pop of color with eyeshadow.
So this is the final look. I did my lips off camera and I put my lashes on, and she's serving. Like, what? Mind you, majority of my face is Juvia's Place palette, bodied down. Blush is Juvia, eyes are Juvia, eyebrows are Juvia's Place. Just excellent, love them, pigmented. If you are someone who wants pigment, this really is top 5. So now let's get into the photo shoot. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe, like, and comment, and stay tuned for any of my future videos to come, where I will show you guys a ton more looks, more creativeness, more inspiration, more motivation, and anything that I'm personally going through and I'm adapting and learning and growing, you guys will of course be a part of. Again, if you're someone who likes glam, pigment, colorful stuff, creative stuff, I am your go-to girl for that. So have a great day, keep doing you, I'll keep doing me.